All right, let's get this thing started off with a twofer. I prefer to be positive about Final Fantasy, but these bottom two games in my 28 games ranked, I just don't have a lot of positive things to say about. At 28, I have all the Bravest, and at 27, I have Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. Both highly predatory mobile games that are really just designed to get the money out of the pockets of fans who want to celebrate Final Fantasy. It's really kind of disgusting, quite frankly, that all the Bravest even exists. It has all of the dressings of certain things that are a lot more successful at bringing you multiversal Final Fantasy stuff and all the characters you love from the history of the franchise, but just, as I said, in a very predatory way. So the fewer things said about all the Bravest, the better. The Final Fantasy 15 A New Empire game does have a little bit of fun to be had. I'm afraid to admit I played it for a little while. There was also a Game of Thrones version of this type of game where you sort of build out your cities. It has, again, the dressings of like real-time strategy, but in order to basically not have your entire empire wiped out overnight, you have to dedicate your entire life to it or spend money, a great deal of money, on it, and I just don't like that gameplay design. For the third time, I will use the word predatory. These are the two games in the franchise that I have played that I just am, quite frankly, embarrassed as a Final Fantasy fan that they are a part of the franchise and would prefer to just ignore them in general. But since we are doing a list of the games I've played and we've got to start at the very bottom, those are the two. As I've said before, after this, I've at least got something nice to say about every other game in the series. But for these two, hard to stomach.